And hello everybody, welcome back to episode number 118 of the CheckX series. If you're new here, as I say every day, the CheckX series is pretty much all about me, your host. I've been talking about everything that Elon posts on X the day before. Today we're going to discuss what he talked about yesterday on Monday, March 30th, 2026. He posted about 71 times yesterday, so a decent amount. But we're just going to get right into the episode, not to get this intro rolling too long. Starting out as we usually do with Tesla and automotive technology. Starting off this segment and the episode, Tesla plans to double its service centers in Japan to over 30 this year, with Elon highlighting a large investment in service and superchargers and noting that Panasonic remains their biggest strategic supplier in batteries, specifically, I think. Moving on to Optimus, discussions on the future of humanoid robotics with Elon's discussions on the future of humanoid robotics with Elon, stating that the number of Optimus units living and working off-planet will eventually be vastly greater than those on Earth. Moving on, Elon also Elon did a promotion of FSD safety, claiming it's 9 times safer than the U.S. driving average, and it already has 55.3 million miles between accidents versus 660,000 for a human. Moving on, Elon said that there was positive feedback from the truckers testing pilot models, and Tesla is also expected to ship 5,000 to 15,000 semis this year. Moving on, forecast for Q1 deliveries, which was 377,000, is the target, I'm assuming, and the prediction that Tesla will reach 10 million vehicles in cumulative production by Halloween. Last but not least, Elon also reposted a theory that Tesla, SpaceX, and XAI are part of a unified mission to create a space economy flywheel, targeting a $100 trillion market cap. Moving on to SpaceX and Starlink, kind of on the topic here, but just 3 things to talk about here for this segment. But starting off this segment, Elon said that SpaceX launched its 16th transporter mission, delivering 119 payloads to orbit at once. Elon also noted that the 2026 launch cadence is already 42% higher than in 2020. Elon also said that a vision for Starship to enable a Kardashev Type 2 civilization, and also Elon praised for Starlink's customer service, which was replacing a weather-damaged dish for free and its high-speed internet performance during flights over the Gulf of America. Moving on to X, or formerly Twitter, whatever you want to call it, and Grok AI. Starting off this segment, the rollout of a feature that automatically translates and recommends posts from other languages rolled out. Elon talked about the rollout of that, particularly increasing global exposure for Japanese X users. Also, Elon engaged with many Japanese users, discussing everything from Japanese manga diversity to the mind of humanity emerging through seamless global communication. Moving on, Elon also discussed on Grok as a wingman for decoding texts, its ability to generate imagined images, you could say, using Grok Imagine, I'm assuming, and its potential to eventually assist in complex scientific tasks like designing interstellar drives. Last but not least, for this segment, Elon reposted a critique of OpenAI, suggesting it's violating the law regarding its original nonprofit status. Pretty interesting. Beyond to politics, society, and global issues before we pretty much wrap up the episode. Last 4 things to talk about here, but to start off this segment, Elon said commentary. Elon added on J.D. Vance, talking about the Senate filibuster and the Department of Homeland Security funding. Elon also agreed with statements criticizing the woke screenwriting and the global homogenist movement, and the use of the term social justice as a propaganda word. Moving on, Elon also posted regarding the plummeting birth rate in South Korea, unfair language laws in Canada leading to the Air Canada CEO's resignation, and a controversial euthanasia case in Spain. Last but not least for the episode, Elon mentioned a shooting in Chicago and the murder of a Trump supporter in Madison, criticizing the legacy media for a lack of coverage, which is pretty crazy. Prayers are with them. But ladies and gentlemen, that pretty much wraps up episode number 118 of the CheckX series. If you guys made the to the end, appreciate you guys for watching. Recommend dropping a like, commenting, and subscribing if you haven't already. I also recommend going back and watching some of the other recent CheckX episodes just to get analyze those secrets of events going for you if you would like. But yeah, that pretty much wraps up this episode, so I'll see you guys later.